and subscribe for more. Okay, so hi. I'm at work again. And when I say work, I mean the gas station that smells like coffee that's been warming since yesterday, and those little cinnamon air fresheners that never actually win against gasoline. I'm behind the counter right now, leaning on my elbows a little too much, like I'm trying to become one with the register. My name tag is slightly crooked, again, and I keep fixing it like that will somehow fix me. It's late-ish, not super late, just late enough that the world feels quieter, like everything outside is wrapped in a blanket. The parking lot lights are doing that halo thing in the drizzle, and the puddles look like shiny black mirrors. And, usually this part of the shift is boring. Like, really boring. It's mostly regulars, people who already know what they want, people who don't look at me, people who say, "Pump 3," like they're ordering my soul. But tonight feels different. And I hate that I'm saying that, because whenever I say different, something happens and I end up dropping a pack of gum or accidentally making direct eye contact with a stranger for a full 2 seconds, which is basically a crime. So the door just rang, and my brain immediately did that thing where it goes, be normal, be normal, be normal, which is never helpful. I look up, slowly, because if I do it fast, I'll look like a startled animal. And there he is. And I know "there he is" sounds dramatic, but it is dramatic, to me, because he looks like one of those guys in a movie who walks into a store and the background music changes, and everyone suddenly remembers to stand up straight. He's tall, not in a scary way, in a calm way, like the kind of tall that makes you think he probably reaches the top shelf for old ladies without being asked. His hair is slightly damp from the rain, and he's wearing this dark jacket with water drops on the shoulders, and he's got this easy posture, like he belongs in every room he's ever walked into. Meanwhile, I'm here, in my slightly too big uniform shirt, with my ponytail doing that weird lump thing, and I'm pretty sure I have a pen mark on my hand, because I was doodling a tiny star earlier when it was slow. He grabs a basket. Why is that attractive? Like, the confidence to take a basket like he's about to do groceries in a gas station. He walks down the aisle slowly, like he's browsing on purpose, and I'm trying not to stare, but my eyes are doing that thing where they keep snapping back like a rubber band. He picks up a drink, sets it in the basket, then chips. Then he pauses at the candy shelf, and he does this little thoughtful head tilt, like he's considering his options with actual seriousness. I'm not kidding when I tell you, it's the most interesting thing that's happened to me in 3 days. He finally walks up to the counter, basket in hand, and I suddenly forget how hands work. Like, what do I do with mine? Do I fold them? Do I hold the scanner like a weapon? Do I pretend I'm busy checking the lottery tickets that nobody buys? He sets the basket down gently, and the little plastic handles make a tiny clack that sounds weirdly loud in the quiet store. I clear my throat, quietly, because ASMR, but also because my voice is trying to escape my body. And I go, "Hi, hello." Cool, great, very smooth, very human. He smiles, not a polite smile, A real one. The kind that makes the corners of his eyes do that soft crinkle thing. "Hey," he says, and his voice is warm, like the first sip of coffee when you're freezing. And I instantly have a crush. Like, instantly. No hesitation, no committee meeting in my brain, just boom. I start scanning his stuff. Beep, beep, beep. And I'm doing okay until I pick up the chips and my fingers betray me. The bag slips a little, and I fumble it, and it makes that loud, crunchy plastic sound. "Oh, sorry," I whisper, like I just committed a felony against snack foods. He chuckles, like a small laugh, but it lands in my chest like a warm coin. "It's okay," the says. "They've been through worse." And my brain, for reasons I do not understand, decides this is the moment to attempt humor. So off the chips, then at him, and at softly, "Yeah, they're about to be eaten in a gas station parking lot. That's a rough life." The second I say it, I want to crawl into the freezer with the ice cream and become one of those people who disappears and is never spoken of again. But then he laughs. Not just a tiny chuckle, a real laugh. And I'm like, wait, did I do that? He leans his elbows on the counter a little, relaxed, and he looks at me like I'm interesting. Like I'm not just the awkward girl behind the register. "I've definitely done that," he admits. "Like, more times than I should." I blink. Because now we're talking. Like, talking. And I say, "I mean, it's kind of iconic." Why did I say iconic? Why? He smiles again, bigger this time. "Iconic, yeah. I'm going to start telling people I'm living an iconic lifestyle." I can feel my face getting warm, and I'm trying to keep my voice calm and soft, because the vibe. But inside, my thoughts are sprinting in circles. He's laughing. He's actually laughing. And he's looking at me like he's not in a rush, like he has time. He looks down at the candy he picked, some chocolate bar, and he says, "Okay, quick question." My stomach drops, because quick question always sounds like a test. "Yes," I squeak. Then I cough and try again. "Yeah, sure." He taps the chocolate bar lightly with his finger. "Is this one good?" And my brain goes completely blank, because how do you answer that in a normal way when he's looking at you like you're the authority on chocolate? I stare at the bar. I nod too fast. Then I nod again like I'm buffering. It's good," I say. Like, dangerously good. Like, if you eat it, you might start buying it every time. So just, be careful. I laugh, tiny and nervous, like I'm trying to soften the fact that I just warned him about chocolate like it's a criminal. And he laughs again. "Dangerously good," he repeats. "I like your reviews." I blink. "My reviews?" "Yeah," he says, still smiling. "You make everything sound like an adventure." And I swear my heart does a little flip. I don't know what to do with that compliment, so my body chooses awkward honesty. I say, "I'm just kind of like this." He tilts his head. "Like what?" And I'm thinking, do I tell him I'm shy? Do I tell him I panic when someone says my name? Do I tell him I practice saying, "Have a nice day" in the mirror? Instead, I say, "Awkward," I whisper, and "shy" at the same time, which is a weird combo. He doesn't look put off. He doesn't look bored. He just nods like I told him something normal. "I don't think it's weird," he says. "I think it's kind of charming." Charming. That word hits me like a warm light turning on. I suddenly realize I have to breathe again. I try to recover by doing something practical, like bagging his items neatly, because if I can't be smooth, I can at least be organized. He watches me for a second, then glances toward the windows. "It's coming down," he says. "Yeah," I reply. "It's very committed." Why am I like this? He smiles again. Committed rain. I'm stealing that. And I feel this little burst of confidence. Like maybe I can keep up. Maybe I can be slightly funny without spontaneously combusting. So I say, if it's going to rain, it might as well rain with purpose. He nods thoughtfully, like I'm wise, like I just gave him life advice. And then he says, "Do you like working here?" Oh, that's a real question. I glance around the store, at the shelves, the coffee machine, the scratch tickets, the sad hot dog roller that I pretend not to judge. And I answer honestly, softly, "It's okay. It's quiet sometimes. And I like watching people in a not creepy way. Like seeing little moments. Like someone buying flowers at a gas station because they forgot an anniversary. Or someone getting a slushie and smiling like it's the best thing ever." He listens like he cares, like he can picture it. "That's kind of nice," he says. "You notice things." I shrug, but it's small, shy. "It's easier than talking." He nods, understanding. I get that. And then there's this tiny silence, and it feels comfortable, not awkward, which is new for me. He reaches into his pocket for his card, then pauses. "I'm Ethan," he says suddenly, like he's offering something simple. Ethan. I repeat it in my head like it's a song. I swallow. I'm. I glance down at my crooked name tag and fix it with a tiny pinch. "I'm Mia,"